Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video. So, with the announcement that Path of Exile 3.25 is not going to be until late July and we're only in the middle of June, that gives us another 4 month Path of Exile League, essentially, right? And unlike in the past, they're not giving us any end of league events for some reason. I don't know if they're going extra hard on the 3.25 or the Path of Exile 2 stuff. I don't know what the situation might be on why exactly they decided to extend it again, but with this coming to us late July, with the last epoch, Harbingers of Ruin, coming to us about mid July, and with the Diablo 4 Season 4 already ongoing, that we're not going to get a Season 5 of Diablo 4 for a while. Probably the expansion in October is going to be the Season 5 of Diablo 4, right? We have until the middle of July to go ahead and get 3.25. And then we have we have the end of July to get 3.25. And then we have the middle of July till the next last epoch season, which, I mean, you definitely could still be playing one or multiple of these. You could be practicing your last epoch builds, grinding currency, stuff like that, still enjoying that game. I wouldn't blame you. I just noticed that I'm blocking the timeline that I keep referencing. But yeah, so 21 days until the Harbingers of Ruin for last epoch, which puts us about the middle of July. And then we have the end of July here. You can see that I just looked over at my camera and noticed that I was blocking that one. And then the season five of Diablo 4. I have no idea when this is going to come. Honestly, um, there's a chance that we're going to get a season 5 before the expansion in October, but I would highly doubt it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that pretty much late to end season, late to end season, late to end season, right? Every other ARPG is in that end of the season where everyone's pretty much done what they wanted to do. But we do have good news. Another ARPG that I am constantly referencing, Torchlight Infinite, is going to have its season 5 come out here pretty soon. This starts on July 7th and it has a reveal on June 29th. So, here in a couple of weeks. And I keep singing the praises of Torchlight Infinite. Right now, if I were to rank the 4 ARPGs, it would be Path of Exile, Last Epoch, Torchlight, and then D4, right? Just because of the fact that D4 is constantly getting better, but it's still not in a good enough place for me to really 100% recommend it. Don't get me wrong, it is getting really good. Like, this season of D4 has been pretty amazing, especially with the Loot Reborn changes. Like, this turned the game around a lot. Previously, I wasn't even following D4 anymore because I was just disappointed in it in general, right? I don't think I played season 3 very much, if at all. The last time I played was season 2, right? So when I jumped in for season 4 and I saw all of these changes, I was extremely surprised and pleasantly impressed by the amount of effort that went into the changes in the systems. So I do have faith that D4 is just going to continue to get better. But like I said with the other ARPGs, it's at the end of its season, right? The D4 season has been going on for like a month now. The Path of Exile season has been going on for what, like 2 months now? And the last Epoch season, I think, has been going on for about 2 months as well. And that would make sense with the 21 days remaining, right? So that brings us to Torchlight, a game that personally I have 244 hours in. Is it my most played ARPG? No, nothing is going to compete with my nearly 7,000 hours in Path of Exile. I'm sorry, the other ARPGs aren't going to compete with that. But then again, Diablo 4 hasn't been out long enough for me to really put 7,000 hours into it. Last Epoch, I haven't been following it really long enough for me to put 7,000 hours in it. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Where is Last Epoch? Yeah, 312 hours. And you saw the praise that I gave at Last Epoch, right? So the fact that I have a similar amount of time in Last Epoch and Torchlight Infinite, you should know that it's a pretty decent ARPG. A couple of other streamers that play Path of Exile, D4, all of those that also play Torchlight, Melky BK, right, with the Maxroll team. Then you got Tuna, Maxroll, and then you got Cute Dog, right? So I feel like with one those three names, like the audiences should be like diverse enough to pick up one of those names. Like if you're watching this video and you play our ARPGs or Path of Exile, then you probably heard of one of those three people, right? I'd assume. So we got those three streamers that play, and those are just three off the top of my head. I know there's a lot more of the streamers on the Max Roll team that play Torchlight as well, but it's a really, really, really good game. And I mean, I think even Riker showcased the season 4. So just the ARPG audiences that those four names should cover should be pretty much everybody, right? And with all these big names giving it a shot, as well as me in general just saying it's a really good game, it's worth a chance. I'm going to constantly say that if you've given Wolcen a chance, if you've given Diablo 4 prior to season 4 a chance, there's absolutely zero reason why you shouldn't give Torchlight Infinite a chance. It is a really fantastic ARPG. I'm going to go ahead and showcase a map here real quick, show my character and just kind of continue to brag, right? A couple of the things that I want to go over is the pay to win aspects of Torchlight Infinite. Yes, I'm not going to lie to you. There is pay to win aspects in Torchlight Infinite. There is a way for you to pay for pets, and pets give you a massive ability. You can also increase your inventory size. That being said, if you followed this channel for a while, you know that I'm a big advocate of voting with your wallet, right? I will always stand by the statement of if you enjoy a game, put money into it. It's what I do with the Diablo 4 season passes. It's what I do with the Path of Exile season passes. It's what I do with the Torchlight season passes. If I enjoy the season, I don't mind giving the developers money because they need money to continue to develop the game. Like, I know it's a controversial take that, I don't even know how it's controversial, but I know it is a controversial take that, oh, it should just be like free to play. Oh, there shouldn't be battle passes. There shouldn't be MTX. No, people need to get paid to develop. Oh, fuck. I should not have talked. Um, People need to get paid to actually do a job. I'm going to stand by that take 100% of the time too. And when you produce a good product, you deserve to be rewarded for that. In the case of a game, it's going to be the microtransactions and the battle passes, people that buy those. This little pet here, this is the season pet. I went ahead and I kind of wailed out a little bit. Actually, not really. It wasn't really welling. I think I got it under $60, but still, I had no problem putting it in because the season pets, not only do they look cool, once again, if you follow the channel, you know that I'm kind of a slut for pets. I enjoy pets. If they put pets for the achievements on Path of Exile, I'd probably get 40 out of 40, right? But since they only do MTX, I only get like the first tier of the armor set and then I stop. But yeah, that's not the point. Point of this video, before it gets too long, is to say, hey, if you're an ARPG fan, give Torchlight Infinite a shot. It has a season 5 coming out here on July 9th. Hashtag not sponsored. I just enjoy the game, and I feel like at least a portion of you guys will enjoy it as well if you like ARPGs. There are some turnoffs that I know a lot of people will argue with. The art style, a lot of people may have an issue with because it is more of that anime slash cartoony art style. Some people don't like that. I don't blame you. It's your preference. You're able to have a preference in game art, right? So if that's a turnoff for you, it's okay. The pay to win aspects, if that's a turnoff for you, that is okay, but I stand by my statement. You don't have to put any money into Torchlight Infinite. Like I said, I probably went 120, 150 hours before I started putting any money into it. And the only reason why I started putting money in at that point is because I was really enjoying the game. Same thing with Last Epoch. I had put money into it if there was really anything to buy. There's really not anything to buy in Last Epoch. There's a couple of, I think there's a couple of MTX, but like I've already bought the game. There's not really anything that but if the point being is, if Last Epoch had some kind of battle pass or supporter packs for the seasons, I would probably buy one because I want the development of that game to continue. And that's the same aspect with Torchlight Infinite, right? Where there are a couple of things that may turn players off or may turn players away, but overall in the grand scheme of it, it is a really good ARPG, especially to have in your rotation of downtime, right? Of if you have nothing going on right now, you're burnt out of PoE, you're burnt out of Last Epoch, you're burnt out of D4. If you're already doing it, if you're already done with all of those, might as well give it a shot, right? I'm trying to get this fucking guy off the screen because I'm gonna hear shit. Uh, okay. Hopefully that name wasn't like readable or noticeable, but overall, yeah. PSA, give Torchlight Infinite a shot. It has a season coming up here pretty soon on February. Nope, that's not the correct month. On July 9th, right? Let me go back to my screen. There's a reveal trailer June 29th. It's going to be kind of the league announcement. And then July 7th is going to be when season 5 starts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.